Assalamu alaikum, dear student. Hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Sabrina Haq, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Today I am going to take a science class for class 5. Our today's topic is based on chapter 8. The name of the chapter is the universe. I have written some important points from related chapter here. Now I am starting my lesson. When you go to the outside at night, you can see lots of stars in the sky. What is the sky? What is the star? This star is the part of universe. Now you can say, what is universe? Numerous galaxies and the spaces among them combined together is called universe. Now you can say, what is the relation between universe and the earth? The earth is a part of solar system, and the solar system is a part of Milky Way galaxy, and Milky Way galaxy is a small part of that universe. Universe is still expanding day by day. Here I have give a picture for you. This is the sun, this is the earth, and this is the moon. The distance between moon and the earth is 3,84,400 kilometer, and the distance between sun and the earth is 15 crore kilometer. Students, I am repeating again. The distance between moon to the earth is 3,84,400 kilometer, and the distance between sun to the earth is 15 crore kilometer. Now you can say how light can travel a lots of distance from sun to the earth. Light can travel at approximately 3 lakh kilometer per second. That means it takes only 1.3 seconds to travel from the moon to the earth, and light takes about 8 minutes to travel from the sun to the earth. Now we are going to the next point, motion of the earth. The earth is one of the planets in the solar system, and all the planets we know orbiting the sun. Now, what is orbit? This is the orbit. In the picture, this indicated line is called orbit. The path that Earth and other planet moves around the sun is called orbit. Do you understand? This path is called the orbit. Now, see this figure. This figure is the Earth's figure. This is the upper part of the earth. It is called North Pole. This is the lower part of the earth. It is called South Pole. We also say Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. Now we have known what is earth, what is orbit. We are going to know that earth has two types of motions. One is revolution, another is rotation. The orbital motion of the earth around the sun is called revolution. It takes 365 days and 6 hours. Again I am repeating, 365 days and 6 hours for the earth to complete one trip around the sun. Now we are going to the rotation. The spinning motion of the earth on its axis is called rotation. It takes 23 hours and 56 minutes. Again I am repeating, 23 hours and 56 minutes for the earth to complete one full rotation on its axis. Earth's rotation causes day and night. Our next point is day and night. Due to rotation, only one side of the earth facing the sun, the part of the earth that facing the sun has daytime. See, this is the figure. This is the sun and this is the earth. This part of the earth facing the sun, and this is the lighted part of the earth. This is daytime. This part has the daytime, and this part is away from the sun. This part has night time. Now our next point is sunrise and sunset. The sun seems to rising in the east in the morning and it sets in the west in the evening. This because of earth spinning from west to east. See, from east to west sun is moving. That means the earth is spinning from west to east. The earth is spinning from west to east. Our next topic is season. I have told you the rotation causes the day and night, but the revolution of the earth causes seasons. We have 6 seasons in a year. They are summer, rainy season, autumn, late autumn, winter and spring. The tilt of the earth's axis and its orbit around the sun causes seasons. Now you can understand what causes season. Most probably it causes the tilt of the earth towards the sun. Now we are going to when the northern hemisphere tilt around the sun. See in the figure, the northern hemisphere is tilt around the sun. It is summer there, and opposite, the southern hemisphere have the opposite season. That means there is winter. And here in the summer, northern hemisphere get more sunlight directly, and there the daytime is longer and night time is shorter. And this is the winter of northern hemisphere. When the northern hemisphere tilt away from the sun, it is winter there, and in the winter sunlight hit this part less directly. The temperature is lower and the period of daytime is shorter. Now go to this picture. This is the picture. This is the orbit of the earth, and this is the position of the earth. Different time in the year. This is the December and this is the June. See, this northern hemisphere tilts towards the sun, and this part northern hemisphere is get the sunlight directly, and that's why there is summer, and the southern hemisphere is away from the sun, it get less sunlight. That's why here is winter. The opposite is on December, the northern hemisphere is tilt away from the sun, it get less sunlight, that's why it is winter there. And again the southern hemisphere tilt from the sun, tilt to the sun, and it get more sunlight, and it is summer there. Students, our last topic, the phases of the moon. What is moon? The moon is the only satellite of the earth. A satellite, what is satellite? A satellite is an object that revolves around a planet. Do you understand? A satellite is an object that revolves around a planet. Now see this picture. This is the sun and this is the phases of moon, and this is the earth. The moon does not produce its own light. Instead of it reflects the sunlight. Half of the moon, see the figure, half of the moon always lighted by the sun, but the moon orbits the earth. The area of the lighted side facing the earth changes. These changes cause the phases of moon. When we see the full of the side lighted, see there is the full side. We can see the lighted moon. This is called new moon. This is called full moon. Sorry student, this is called full moon. When we can't see any of the lighted side, this is called new moon. That's moon, we can see any lightened part, that is called new moon. Do you understand? This is called new moon when we can see any lightened part of the moon, and when we see full moon lighted, that is called full moon. Our topic is finished. Hope you have understood today's topic. Keep practicing at home and obey your parents. Stay safe, stay well.